And hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my first channel update, so forgive me if it's going to be a little bit rambly and a little weird, especially since there's not really a whole lot to talk about besides a few things that's been on my mind since I started doing this. As of right now, there are 19 episodes of my series Kaz has, and already I'm kind of seeing a problem with it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I kind of want to give a spotlight to games that I think are cool, but that are also either in development or free, or games that basically developers want to just put out there and see what happens and see what people think. A lot of the games I have out on my channel right now are games that are either completed and the developer specifically put out there, like on Reddit or something, saying, hey, give me your opinion on this. And basically the videos for those are my opinion on the game, and hopefully if you guys have tried those games, you've echoed your opinion to the developer, which is what I try and ask people to do, if I remember anyway. But then also I'm also getting keys for games, and they're games that are actually not free. They often have a demo, but they're a little bit harder to recommend. So I was thinking if maybe I should just make that a separate series. I don't know if that's a thing, that's a good idea or not. I don't know, the channel's pretty small and I don't really want to create confusion on my own channel right now. I don't know, just thinking about a lot of different things when it comes to putting content on my channel, because there's the easy thing where I just grab a random indie game and talk about it, and then there's the hard thing is when I grab a random indie game or I'm given an indie game and play it for hours and give like an in-depth critique, which I kind of like doing that more, but also I don't want to cut back on content that I can crank out there. So I kind of was thinking I make two separate series, one where I do go in-depth and one where I find something that at first glance I think is actually pretty neat and I get excited about, and I can just make a video on that based on that alone, especially if they're free, because I don't really feel like I don't want to lead people astray to spend their money on something that I say is awesome when I haven't really played it that much, because I don't want to be disingenuous in that way. I think that's just the responsible thing to do. So I'm thinking Kaz Has will be the series where I just pick up a game, think it's really great, and then just show off and geek out about it, because that's genuine, man. When I find a game that's just so freaking rad and it blows my mind, I will just rant on about it. And that's when my commentary is actually really easy to come by. When it's a game that I'm like kind of like on the edge of, it's a lot harder. Like Brandon Must Die, it actually wasn't too hard because I had a lot of like real things to say. That's a perfect example of a video that could be in a different series, because it's on green light, and then also it's just so close to being good, but there's so many things wrong with it that I can just go on by saying what I don't like about it more than I like, but also I can find the value in what it is. Yeah, I think it's a good delineation where if someone comes to me with a game, I'll put it in one series, and if I just find a game, I'll put it in, if I find a game and I feel that it's worth spending time on, I'll just put that in my main Kaz Has series, and that works for me. And that way it's a good split. And besides, I already have a name like in my mind for the title, and I feel it's really good, and I can't say it because I don't want anyone to steal it, because it's stealable for sure. I don't know, the main thing that I want to make sure I'm doing is making valuable content. Like, man, it's really hard to like actually getting noticed, because I do hang out on like Let's Play forums and apply to Let's Play stuff, but I don't do Let's Plays, but there's really nowhere else for me to go with my stuff, like for what I kind of want to do. And I'm really small anyway, I don't have anyone to vouch for me, so kind of hard. Like I've applied to some websites where they're like, oh, we'll check out your channel and see if you're cool to like join our stuff, and we'll like, if you join us, we'll feature your channel and all this stuff. And no, they don't want me because I don't do a Let's Play, so it's kind of dumb. I think it's dumb. Gaming content's gaming content. The people who are gonna watch straight up Let's Plays, or the reason that Let's Play episode 1, like every time you do the first episode of your Let's Play, that's going to be the most popular one. And that's because people want to see what the game's all about, but not necessarily watch an entire playthrough. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make just, I just want to show off what the game is, and other people do that too. Total Biscuit does that, Giant Bomb does that, Northern Lion does that. That's kind of the benefit I have of being like a nobody. They're getting bombarded with like, hey, here's code for this AAA game, here's code for this upcoming awesome thing, here's code for this, hey, you want to go to PAX, hey, you want to do this. They have a lot of stuff on their plate. So I'm kind of at an advantage where I can do whatever I want. I do get keys, but if I don't like the game or I don't see any value in it, then I'll just not do it. And that's kind of like the dichotomy. If you're either you have to be an unknown to do that, or you have to be huge to be able to just be like, I don't want to do that giant game because it's not what my channel's about. Peace bros. Like, so I'm on one end of that. So that's what I've been thinking about. Just, you know, just trying to define what is the value in what I do. That's basically what I've been thinking about this week. What else am I gonna do this week? I got a code for an RPG. Maybe that'll be the first episode of that new series. I'm not sure yet. I might just heavily comment because that's not a free game at all. That's just, I don't even think there's a demo for that. I gotta double check. It's cool though. I like it. I actually really do like it. RPGs are my jam, which kind of doesn't really fit into the format that I have set up right now for what I do. I have to get a channel trailer done. I was gonna cut one together. I know how to use Adobe After Effects pretty good, but it's been a long time. So I'm going back to like videocopilot.net and trying to reteach myself some stuff like just basic stuff like tracking and animation stuff. That's a perishable skill. If you know how to do that and you find yourself in a position where you're not going to be doing it for a while, keep practicing, because if you don't practice, you're going to forget freaking everything. Trust me. So I think that'll conclude my mental masturbation for this time. As I look, I'm at about, let's see, it says I have 16 subs. One of those is my other account because I want to watch it from my phone, and my phone is logged into my personal account. And I know at least two of those are developers who I've done games on. So, yeah, thanks guys. You guys rock. If you have any more games, man, just shoot them at me. You know what I'm about. But yeah, wasn't really expecting anyone to watch this. This is really for me. But if you happen to watch this all the way to the end and you're interested in this kind of stuff, just let me know and I'll do one of these like every once in a while when something comes up or what have you. I don't know, maybe I'm weird for doing this. I only ever do things if I write them down or like give myself an ultimatum to do them, and I think this is a really good way to do it, because if people do watch this, they will hold me responsible to actually go forth and do the things I said I was going to do, and that's good. I like being held accountable. Albeit by people who probably won't even watch this. So this will be our secret. Well, I think that's all I got. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy 420 if you are in that persuasion. And I will see you next time.